When Congress gets around to debating the next farm bill, crop insurance will likely be a key part of the discussion, as it is a significant economic component for producers. Joining us now for today's Rural Money segment is Roger McEowen with the Washburn University School of Law. Thanks so much for joining us, Roger. And in recent months, the courts have decided numerous cases involving crop insurance. Roger, let's start with an overview of RMA and Freedom of Information Act requests.
Well, the RMA was created in '96, Christina, as part of the USDA, and it is the branch of the USDA that administers the federal crop insurance corporation programs and other risk management programs in conjunction with private sector entities to develop insurance products for farmers. And there was a recent case that came out of Iowa in 2017 that involved RMA and Freedom of Information Act. And of course, the Freedom of Information Act is out there to give the public greater access to governmental records. And we had a farmer that wanted to use that rule to get access to records that they believed that RMA had. But the court, the bottom line, said the agency does not have to search every record system that's conceivably out there. It just has to make a good faith effort to conduct a search for the requested records. And in this case, the court deemed that even though the producer did not get the records that they wanted, RMA acted reasonably in searching for those records.
Good faith effort. Okay, now can you speak to the actual production history in regards to crop insurance?
Yeah, this goes back to the 2014 Farm Bill, and the Congress made a change in the 2014 Farm Bill that allows producers, when they're determining their coverage under crop insurance and hence the cost of crop insurance, to exclude uncharacteristically bad crop years from RMA's calculation of how much crop insurance coverage they're entitled to. And there was a question in that case involving a group of farmers from extreme southeastern Colorado as to when coverage for winter wheat kicked in. Bottom line was it went through the administrative process. The USDA National Appeals Division made a decision, but the court reversed that decision, saying that, Congress hadn't spoken as to the effective date of that provision as applied to winter wheat, and so they remanded the case for what the court called proper application of that yield exclusion that was in the 2014 Farm Bill.
Okay, now you're always so great about giving us examples. Can you give us an example of when criminal investigations come into play?
Well, criminal investigations can come into play, unfortunately, with respect to crop insurance when you file a false federal crop insurance claim. And because crop insurance is federal in nature, then you've got some pretty heavy penalties that apply if you file a false claim. And there are various ways that farmers can do that. You might be deemed to be in breach of contract, negligently misrepresenting or falsely misrepresenting, or even violating a state Consumer Protection Act with respect to a crop insurance claim. So you have to be very careful, and there was a recent case last fall that was filed in the Ninth Circuit, was decided by the Ninth Circuit, which is way out west, involving a crop insurance claim with respect to potatoes and onions that really went south fast, and there were some criminal claims involved in that case.
Okay, we really appreciate you joining us, as always. Roger McEowen with the Washburn University School of Law. Thank you for joining us from Topeka, Kansas.